Hi gang, and welcome to the Dandy Soap channel. This is Elizabeth, and today we're going to do 4 farmhouse style projects, Valentine decor, that will last you on beyond Valentine's. This video is in collaboration with my fellow DIY crafters here on YouTube, and they're in the playlist here. If you don't see the playlist, definitely check the comment section below and you'll see a link there. Here's a glimpse of some of the projects we'll be doing today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that like button. And if you don't get a chance to watch this video all the way through, be sure to add it to your watch channel. Project number 1 is a heart inspirational photo board. I got this 10 by 10 board from the Dollar Tree. We only want the frame, so just pop that loose and remove the board itself and place it aside. Now place your foam core board underneath it and trace your frame to the inner side. Being careful using the X-Acto knife and cut away the excess foam core board. You can pop this back and reveal the paper, and that'll make it easier to cut away the excess. Place your heart-shaped template to fit your board and trace it with a pencil. Now cut the heart out. Taking some hot glue, glue these two pieces together. I've used separate pieces, and you'll understand why when we get to placing this inside of our frame. Take a white eraser and remove any pencil marks. That way the graphite does not bleed through your paint. Taking some Waverly white chalk paint and place a coat on your foam core board. Be sure to cover the inner part as well. Now it's time to remove those staples. They're almost like small tacks from the frame. Be careful and use your needle nose pliers. They'll pry right loose. Now, taking your chicken wire or weave wire from the wire basket of Dollar Tree, trim it to where it fits the inner part of your frame and cut away that. Just verify that it fits. Now taking 4 skewers and measure them to fit the inner part of your frame. Mark them accordingly and then cut the difference away so that they fit inside. This will be used to support the chicken wire or wire mesh. I took the Garland that had snowflakes on it from Christmas, and I'm going to be using 4 of these as my clips. I just pried away the snowflakes and then painted them. Using the crimson red, you can paint the chicken wire or the wire mesh. Very, very easy, fast, and fun. Use a towel to keep you from getting all red. And take the Waverly ink chalk and paint your frame black. I also took and used a dry brush method and made lines on my foam core board as though this were wood. I just used the width of my ruler to mark and indicate. That way it looks just like slats. Using dry brush method, just sway it back and forth and go around the inner edges of the heart. They'll give it a true wood look. True farmhouse style. Now it's time to glue the skewers to the inner part of the frame. Be sure to put them to the bottom edge. You'll do all 4 at this time. Now it's time to glue your wire mesh to the skewers that you just placed inside the frame. Next, take some Jute twine and go ahead and attach it to the back side of the frame and pull it through the wire. Put your foam core board there just for placement to make sure everything fits snug. Now go ahead and glue down the left side of your foam core heart. Take and put your clothespins onto your jute twine, 2 per piece. Now take and run the jute twine down the edge to the back side. Glue your jute twine to the back edge. This is why we used 2 pieces of foam core board. This is just glue insurance I put on to make sure that my foam core board is glued tight and snug in the back of my frame. Now this will help pull the jute twine tight. Now glue your right side of your foam core board down, and then put more glue in the back just to make sure it's good and secure. Now it's time to put on our metal letters and add the finishing touch. How's that look? I thought it turned out great. Project number 2 is the tassel beaded garland with the charm. I took some wooden beads and using my white Waverly chalk paint and just painted them. I took 2 hearts from Dollar Tree and I painted those Waverly white chalk paint. I painted both sides white. Taking the magenta Sharpie marker, or whichever color you desire, I placed the wedding date of mine and my husband, and I colored in the love that was previously on the heart. I also did some little dashes, and using the Waverly wax clear, I put that on there while the marker was still wet, and they gave it a nice blushy pink appearance. Here I'm making the tassel for the bottom, and as you can see, I just took a tin that was about 4 inches wide and just wrapped it around there numerous times. I tied it on with one end of the jute twine for the length of the garland that I wish to make. And by taking my scissors, clip the ends. Then I took the baker's twine and made sure I tied tight the top of the tassel. And later on I did add a little bit of satin ribbon. Now just string your beads onto your jute twine, tie it to your charm on one end, the tassel on the other, and voila, you have your beautiful mini charm garland. Project number 3 is a magnetic mini message tin board. You're going to love this one. I took hearts from the Dollar Tree, the letters I found at the Target dollar spot, some buffalo check, and the tin I got from Dollar Tree. First I used Mod Podge and placed my buffalo check fabric to the heart. You'll put the first coat on the hearts. Make sure it's good and even. Then take the fabric and smooth it out. Place that aside and let it dry for a few minutes. Then go back and trim away the excess fabric. Now place a sealing coat of Mod Podge to the heart. Make sure you get it all the way to the edge, and you'll allow this to rest for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, take the magnetic strips from Walmart, some scissors, and cut to size some magnetic pieces. Hot glue those to the back of your letters. These letters will magnetize to our board. Here I'm just testing to make sure that all the magnets are staying on the tin and not falling loose. And here are my hearts. Aren't they gorgeous? Now what I do is I take a pencil and I sketch out the letters or wording I would like to place on my hearts. Taking the 3D paint that I got from Dollar Tree, I wrote out mine and my husband's name. You'll need to let this set for 4 hours to dry and harden before touching it or disturbing it. Just let them rest. In the meantime, I took this beautiful ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby, strung it through the holes already punched in the tin board, glued it into place, tested it to make sure it would hold the weight and make this beautiful hanger. Placed my letters onto the tin. Isn't it gorgeous? I love the way this turned out, and we can write notes to each other as well. I did add a little bit of ribbon onto the hearts just so they looked better. And for our last project, this light lit up rose arrangement. Taking the heart glass from Dollar Tree, the plastic vase fillers, some heart picks, and a set of the roses that came in 3, a pack of the LED lights that have the mesh, and of course the cellophane that wrapped the roses, and then some ribbon with a regular bow tie, and here are the lights. This took me all of 5 minutes to put together. I trimmed the roses down to size, placed the hearts in there, and used the cellophane on top of the lights with the filler in the very bottom to make this beautiful vase. This is the end of our DIY. Thank you so much for coming along. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Hit that like button. Be sure to join the Dandy Soap channel again and leave your comments below. Till next time, this is Elizabeth. Bye.